Now, the third category or the third section, if you want to have a competition body without doing a competition, is you have to look at the execution of your habits. You need to know what that needs to look like over a period of time. Okay. So let's stick with this 7.5 months time period. Okay. You want to lose 30 pounds of fat. You have 7.5 months. Okay. So if you remember one of the 9 elements is you got to have a habit plan. You got to have certain habits that you know you need to do. So you need to start off with the list, okay? And you need to be able to track those things. That way you can see if you're executing better and better and better and better. And so really what you want, let's just pretend you write down 5 habits that you must have, right? You need to meal prep every week. You need to, eat breakfast every day. You need to, eat a perfectly planned out breakfast, a perfectly planned out lunch, a perfectly planned out dinner. And then you need to do your weight training and your cardio. Let's just keep it really simple. And let's just say those are your 5 habits or 6 habits or whatever it is. Okay. Then what you do is you just track it on a monthly basis. Okay. And you see how you're doing. And what you should see is every month as you get closer to your end date, to your goal date, you should see that the execution starts to improve little by little, okay? What most people do is most people say, okay, I'm going to start this body transformation program and now I'm going to just be 100% perfect. And when they can't be 100% perfect in the first month, they quit. Oh, 2 weeks I tried, I fell off, I can't do it anymore, I'm done. That's what most people do, okay? You can't do that, okay? There's very few people that I know that I have ever given a plan to and they have executed 100% from day one. I can't think of any client that's ever been able to sustain that for 3, 4, or 5 months, okay? Most of my clients execute anywhere between 75 to about 90% a month. Okay. And we track all of my clients. We track all of these stats. Okay. So they're executing between 75 and 90% on a monthly basis. But at the very beginning, you might start off at 40%. Then you might go up to 45. Then you might go up to 50. Okay. And what you should see is a progress of your habits, a progress of the execution of your habits as you get closer and closer to the end date. Now, once you get really close to the end date, I'll say about 30 days out, okay, from what your goal date is, okay, everybody should have a goal date. If you don't have a goal date, you're just, we're going to talk about that here in a second, but everybody should have an end date, okay? But when you get about 30 days out from your end date, that's when you should expect yourself to start executing at 90% or above, okay? But before that, you just want to see progress on a monthly basis, okay? If you're an advanced client, then maybe you stretch it out to 60 days and say, okay, for 60 days, now that I've kind of worked my way up to 85 to 90% execution, now I want to stay at 90% or above for the next 60 days. Okay. So that's how the execution of your habit should look. You should not be perfect in the beginning. Okay. You don't even need to be perfect in the middle. Okay. You need to work your way up to about 80 to 85% execution. And then the last 30 days, okay, if you've never done this before, I would suggest you only do it for 30 days. For the last 30 days, that's when you go really hardcore and you try to keep it at 90%. Okay. So you're just slowly working yourself up. And then once you get to 30 days, you try to hold it at 90% and hold it the entire time. Okay. If you're advanced, you can even push that to 60 days. Okay. So that's the third thing. Okay. Execution of your habits and know how the execution should look over time. Okay.